Are you measuring your success all wrong? My answer might surprise you. I know the source of all your pain, the cause of all your internal suffering, the reason why, no matter what goals you achieve, what awards you win, what accolades you receive, you never feel satisfied. It is the reason why you live in a state of perpetual discontent. Am I right? And how do I know? Because you are here. You are one of us. You are a striver, an achiever, probably an overachiever at that. This means that no matter what you achieve, it's never enough. Satisfaction is unattainable. Success is never complete. Your desire for more is insatiable. The pull for what's next is always gnawing at you. And this leaves happiness elusive and fleeting for you. Look, I know the feeling. Here's why this is happening. I call it the staircase paradox. No matter how high you climb, when you look up, all you see is where you aren't and what you aren't. When you look up, you see where you could be, where you should be, but aren't. And you know what? That's painful. It's torturing, in fact. When you look around and you see others who are higher on their staircase, this causes you even more pain and more frustration with yourself. So let me help you fix this. We can do it in an instant if you follow me closely here. You only need to understand the staircase. And here's how it works. There are 3 things that you need to know about the staircase. You'll want to write these down. Maybe jot them down in your DarrenDaily journal or something to the like, okay? Number 1 is this. The staircase is infinite. There is no top of it. There is no destination to reach. The higher you climb, the more it extends. Here's a big line for your notes. You ready? The point is not to arrive. There is no top to the staircase. There's no destination to arrive at. The only point of the staircase is to climb. Number 2, when you look at others on their staircase, you cannot assess it from where you are by comparison to theirs. You don't know where their staircase began to know how high they have ascended. Some people's staircases started many floors subterranean. And B, others were given an escalator to climb. You don't know the circumstances, the timing, or the good luck that they've had. And C, you're only seeing one of their staircases. We all have many staircases to climb. There is a staircase for each area of your life. They might be high on one staircase, but still below ground on others. Once you understand that the staircase is infinite and you'll never arrive, and we all have our own staircases to climb, starting at different places and escalating at different speeds, and your only job is to just keep climbing on yours, now we can complete the healing process by number 3, having you stop looking up to measure your success. When you look up the staircase, all you see is lack. You see the distance and defeat. When you look up, all you see is what you haven't achieved yet and all that you are not yet. Instead, and this is the big idea, I want you to look down and measure the distance from which you have come, and you will see a completely different success story. I had to console my team recently. We set a big, hairy, and audacious goal on something, and the team worked really hard to achieve it. And in the end, we came up a little short, and they were disheartened. They were discouraged. They felt like they had failed, like they had let me down. Nothing could have been further from the truth. I had to give them this talk. I had to teach them where to look to properly measure their success. You see, they were only looking up and the distance that they failed to reach, but they weren't looking down at the distance that they had ascended, the height that they had reached. I calculated all the vital metrics on this particular goal, not just the end result compared to the BHAG that we had set. I calculated what we had done 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 1 year ago, even only earlier the same year when we launched this same campaign last. Every single metric was broken. It was greater than ever before. And I'm talking by a significant margin. Every single one of them. It was the best we had ever achieved, ever. And by comparison to what we achieved from 5 or 3 years ago, and even only 18 months ago, the numbers were 10x. 10, not 10% more, 10x more. The story was actually remarkable. It was record-crushing. The impact was profound and far-reaching. But that story got lost. It was almost missed entirely because they were only looking up at the distance missed instead of the distance gained. You see, with this new view, they went from feeling pain and defeat and discouragement to feeling victorious, empowered, and happy, as they should have. The ascent of their climb had been phenomenal. Do you see how this changes everything? It comes down to being as simple as this. Don't measure your success by destination. Measure your success by progress. There is no destination on the staircase. It's like running towards the horizon. The harder you run, the further the horizon goes out. The faster and further it goes. The point is not to reach a destination on the staircase. The only point is to climb, is to measure progress, all the while enjoying the climb and your ever-expanding view by looking down and seeing how high you have ascended. Psychologists will tell you what makes us happy is being able to see the visible evidence of our progress. And nothing creates more psychological pain than comparing yourself to others or even some other idealized future self. You can be an ambitious, driven, hard-climbing high achiever and live a mentally peaceful and joyful life by simply looking in the correct direction, measuring progress, not destination. Hey, here's what I want you to do. Do your team and do other high achiever friends a favor today. Send them today's Darren Daily. Use this to remind them how awesome and successful they are. Like you and I, they are probably fixated on the steps above them. That view can keep them all twisted up, unhappy, anxious, and perpetually frustrated. So use this Darren Daily to remind them to look down, to see where they have started versus where they are today, to see where they were only a few years ago by comparison to where they are now. By that measure, they are probably fantastically successful. This will bring them peace, joy, and happiness, and a renewed vigor to keep climbing higher and faster. And share with us your thoughts and reflections in the comments below after you've made a few notes to yourself in your Darren Daily journal. I hope you enjoyed today's Darren Daily here on YouTube. Please like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to my channel for a new video every Monday. Also, you can click the button on the screen for a free download. See you next week.